What if I told you that mastering trading gold isn't just for some Wall Street elites? I went from confused and inconsistent to confident and profitable, all by tweaking and reapplying a few of the principles that so many retail traders overlook. Honestly, I used to have no idea what I was doing when it came to trading gold. I'd see other traders making crazy profits and wonder, what am I missing? There was actually 3 traders I was watching who were actually very amazing when it came to trading gold because their win percentage was through the roof back then. I kept asking myself, how are they able to do it? Over time, after a lot of trial and error, learning the hard way, things started to click. To the point where I've had a greater stretch of my trading career and a higher winning percentage than every single person I know who trades gold. In this video, I'm going to share with you how I went from guessing to actually knowing what exactly I'm doing when it comes to trading gold, and how you can also level up your gold trading as well. So if you like how that sounds and can't wait for me to start, I want you to simply like this video. Also share with as many retail and struggling traders you know as possible. I want you to also subscribe to this channel, join the family. We recently just hit 15,000 active subscribers on YouTube. We are looking to march on to 20,000. So make sure you're subscribed to this channel. Also make sure you leave a comment on whatever you learn from this video. If you have any suggestions for me, also feel free to leave it in the comment section. Hit that notification bell so you get notified anytime I go live or anytime I drop a new video on YouTube. Let's get into this. So I'm going to take you all the way back to April of last year. I think the date was 17th of April 2024. That was actually the day I decided to switch to trading gold alone. I was actually on a Zoom, trading with a friend of mine, and then we were looking at a few pairs that we were trading. So on our radar, we saw gold and GBP USD. Both of them were looking for buys on them. And then at that particular point, I was kind of feeling conservative on that particular day. So I decided to just go with GBP USD. We took our trades. It went into a few profits, about 10 pips. Then the market kept stalling for about 4 hours. By the time I realized the market actually just reversed and went to hit our stop loss. Then the gold I was watching earlier actually went for over 200 pips. That was the day I decided to make the switch because I realized that all my backtesting and the chart hours I put into analyzing and then understanding the dynamics and how gold moves was actually now paying off. So from that day, the only instrument I've traded, if you look through my community, my VIP channels and everywhere else, it's only gold. It has been the best stretch I've had in my entire career as a trader. Literally, my winning percentage cannot be matched. When you look through my channel, you see it for yourself. So make sure you simply use the link in the description to just join my Telegram community and see for yourself. The whole of this week, I've sent 3 signals to my community from Monday all the way to today. We've made over 1,400 pips in the process. So what I'll be doing today is I'll simply be showing you a few of the principles, a few of the trading techniques, and applying into the trades we took this week. I know I've had a lot of questions on how we caught 500 pips on Monday, 500 on Tuesday, 150 on Wednesday, over 200 pips yesterday, and also currently running in over 70 pips today. So all those questions will be answered in this video. So I want you to just stick with me from start to finish, as everything will be broken down for you to the minutest detail. So this was on Monday morning, and I'm always up by 3 a.m. So on Monday, this was on a 15 minutes time frame. We have our recent highs up there, our recent low also down here, just waiting to see how the market was now just going to react from there. I'm going to show you all the few things I saw that actually made me arrive at that particular trading decision. So now this was how the market was looking. So what are we going to do? We're just going to leave the rest of it to just play out from there. So now around, I think 3:45, 3:30 a.m. this was what we saw. So now I'm going to show you 2 things. The first one is a chart pattern, and this particular chart pattern, I like to call it a falling wedge. Basically, where you have the market give you a beautiful rise like this, then it starts, giving you some sort of downtrend as if it's trending downwards. Then it eventually just breaks on the upside. So this is what we mean by the falling wedge, and we can just use a parallel channel to just mark out the downtrend that we were getting before the market eventually switched all the way up in our favor, which basically means that we expect it to be a breakout on the upside. If you look at gold on the 15 minutes time frame, you obviously expect this as well to happen here. It was going all the way this way, so it means that now, is there anything that will happen that will actually cause us to believe that the market is now about to reverse to the upside? I like actually watching the 15 minutes and then the 5 minutes time frame concurrently. Right after putting a parallel channel there to mark out the whole range, which is a downtrend, we can also bring in our Fibonacci to also see the depth this retracement is going to get before it eventually breaks to the upside. So now we want to see the level on which the reversal is going to happen. And if you look at Fibonacci what Fibonacci does is it actually marks out a few key percentages or ratios where you expect the reversals to happen. I, for one, my favorite levels are the 50%, the 61.8%, and then the 78.6%. And then obviously the 0 and the 100% simply represent what? Your resistance as well as your support. So now we're just waiting to see if we can get some sort of reversal on any of these key levels. So at the same time, I was also watching the 5 minutes time frame. Like I said, I watched both of them concurrently. So now you realize that the reversal is happening on the 50%, then the next candle comes in, then just beautifully like that. So right on here, on the 5 minutes time frame was when I actually took my trade. My risk to reward just comes in here. After switching back to the 15 minutes time frame, you can clearly see that by the time the 15 minutes time frame actually closed, we had already made what, 30 pips on this trade. So now take profit levels also come in there. So let's say I was even expecting the market to just come here long term by the close of the day, but I'm going to show you what happened that made us actually make over 500 pips on this particular trade. So now what does the next candle do? Just insane stuff, then just runs through. So you realize that easily this falling wedge you were expecting, which is a simple chart pattern you've seen so many times that you probably do not even have any respect for, has been satisfied. So you realize that the confluence for this trade was what? Fibonacci, my falling wedge, and then the candlestick confirmation. That's 170 pips already. You know, mostly once the market breaks out like this, it starts taking a pause. So what do you see? It started creating the pattern we saw earlier, falling wedge, that eventually what broke to the upside. So we ended up getting another falling wedge again. Then we had what? Another insane flight all the way to the upside. So now this one was currently running over what's 370 pips. So eventually, by the close of the day, we had already made over 500 pips on a single trade. So on Tuesday, this is what we saw. Like I always say, I'm always up at 3 a.m. So started dropping down. Then I'm going to show you something. This one gave us this particular confirmation I felt was another buy. I'm buying here because what? My Fibonacci is also telling me that there is a reversal on the 61.8 and I have a morning star right after that. So let's look at what happened right after that. At this point, the next candle was easily what told me that nah, this might not go as we're expecting it to. So once I saw it dropping this way, I just told everyone to exit this position. They're gonna come back later. And later it made sense because you realize that it was now giving us what, a series of what, lower highs and then lower lows. And then this level, which was the previous support, also served as some sort of retest on it. So I was expecting it to drop at least till it eventually gets to a point where it makes sense for me to enter. So I just maintained this support here, exited the initial positions, then we just waited for the market to just drop to the support. Now the market has gotten to the support. Do we get a confirmation or not? So you have to be really, really patient. So you realize that it almost looked like a sell, but as you can clearly see, this wick can also be interpreted as a support level. So I just readjusted to this level, then just wait for my confirmation to play out before I decide. Next candle, exactly 7:45. Now I have my confirmation on the support. So now you realize that your confidence is high because you had the patience to wait. So we jump in on this trade and it was a beautiful move. It dropped, came back to entry, then it just flew over 500 pips on this move. So we did 500 pips on Monday, 500 pips on Tuesday, easily back-to-back 500 pips. So there you have it, two amazing back-to-back trades. We actually ended up making over 160 on Wednesday, over 200 on Thursday, and today we are currently running in over 100 pips as well. And like I said, do not forget to subscribe to my Telegram community for free. Just use the link in the description below. The whole community has eaten from all the trades I've actually shared this week. So simply use the link in the description below to join my trading community on Telegram. And also feel free to use the link in the description to sign up with my recommended broker with the best trading conditions, tightest spreads, instant deposits and withdrawals, as well as 24/7 customer service. You can also keep up with me on all my socials: KOMMONFOREX on Instagram, KOMMONFOREX on TikTok, KOMMONFOREX on Snapchat, KOMMONFOREX on X, KOMMONFOREX on Telegram as well. So if you found value in how I level up my gold trading game, I want you to drop a like. Also leave in the comments what part of this video actually helped you most. Do not forget to also subscribe to the channel and also smash that notification bell so you get notified anytime I go live or anytime I drop a new video on YouTube. And remember, success in trading isn't just luck, it's strategy, discipline, and mindset. Until next time, trade smart and stay gold. And as always, I'm KOMMONFOREX and I hope I left you better than I found you. See you all in the next one. They call me a god. They call me a god.